So I was just going through some paperwork and I found something that I wrote in early 2021. It was just a list of everything that Ricky was diagnosed with from 2019 on. So when I first met him, he was suffering from extremely bad GERD. He was on medication for years. He was also constantly having bacterial infections and on fluconazole on and off for God knows how long, and always on antibiotics, many rounds. So then he ended up with ulcers. He ended up with ulcerative colitis, and then severe colitis, and then Crohn's disease. But before that was numerous bouts of pancreatitis. And then it was high blood pressure. Then he was asthmatic. He bloated extremely bad. He went from like 145 pounds. And then when he passed away, he was 200, I think he was around 240 pounds. All of that was just fluid buildup. There were a couple months that he would have excessive weight loss. 1 month alone, he went from 221 to 178. He always had brain fog, hepatitis, low oxygen levels, low potassium, low iron, weakness, and nerve issues. He could barely use his hands, so he ended up having to have stents put into his wrist. He couldn't walk very well. He ended up having to use a walker. He also had insomnia at times, sleep apnea, and would also have hallucinations. And then when he did fall asleep, nightmares. He also became extremely depressed, despondent. He started to isolate himself. With the stomach issues, he lost control of his bowels. He was vomiting blood. He was pooping blood. But, none of that seemed to matter. The first set of doctors that he went to, at first told him that it was a mental issue. There was nothing wrong with him. They did colonoscopies and endoscopies and could not find anything. They didn't see anything. But I don't believe they took enough cultures to find the issue. I don't know. This is like one of the most complicated conditions that I've come across because, so many things can affect the person who has it. Not just, what they eat and drink, but also Ricky smoked menthol cigarettes, and that affected him. Stress affected him, it caused his condition to flare. Medications. He was allergic to medications, some medications, like penicillin, and he couldn't take a lot of medications because it would make him worse. There's so many things that could happen. And when his body started going crazy, nobody had a clue as to what to do. So when people say autobrewery syndrome is not real, it surely is. Please check out the website, autobrewery.org. Thanks.